Well, we really don't have time, but let's go ahead and start rolling solo anyway. Hello, welcome to Rolling Solo, an actual play Daggerheart game where we play a solo role-playing game following some interesting rules and guidelines. And we are traveling and following the adventures of Auriane, Chopin, Ursula, Fran's daughter, and Kolbrau, Einar's daughter, as they attempt to make their way across the world without getting murdered and possibly getting Kolbrau married at the end of all of that. I've forgotten to say this a bunch of times before, so hey, before we even get started, go ahead and like and subscribe and follow me on Twitch and that kind of thing. And some legalese before we get started. This product is adapted from or based on content created and owned by Darrington Press, Daggerheart Open Beta Materials, Darrington Press, LLC, 2024, available at daggerheart.com. Okay, moving kind of fast today because I don't have a lot of time and I want to get a couple of things done. So, let's get started. Our story so far. Auriane Chopin, a guardian from the land of Kavade, comes upon for some reason, she is traveling in the Kingdom of Ashes. On the road in the Kingdom of Ashes, she comes upon what appears to be some sort of an ambush. There are bandits attacking a carriage. She steps in, she comes in on the side of the people in the carriage, helps to kill all the bandits, and finds herself in the company of the Princess Kolbrau, Einar's daughter of the House of Einar. Princess of Ashes. And her bodyguard, Ursula. The three join together, go to a nearby town, Trefoya. In Trefoya, they are attacked again during the night. And again, Auriane proves her worth and shows herself to be a valuable protector to Kolbrau. They make their way out of Trefoya, traveling downriver, traveling through some rapids, having some river adventures, until they come to the city of Velvavik, where they stay overnight in the castle of Kolbrau's older brother, and then make their way down to the docks after a couple of days to catch a ship that should be taking them to the kingdom of Karaz, where they will be able to complete Kolbrau's goal of making a political alliance between Ashes and Karaz by way of Kolbrau marrying a minor prince of Karaz. On their way to the docks, they are ambushed, and that is where we are right now. So, here's our ambush. These blue areas here are towers. There were archers on the towers. They are all dead, except for the final archer who is currently being captured. However, the astute among you will notice a couple of things. One, I have 2 fear. 2, they have left their principal alone. And so it is at this moment that I'm going to go ahead and spend fear. I'm going to get 2 action tokens. I'm going to spend another fear, and I am going to add a couple of bad guys. My bad guys are immediately going to attack the princess. So that could be bad. In fact, it's almost certain to be bad, because I don't think she's doing too hot right now. She's really, really not. Okay, and these 2 attackers, let me get some stats for them. These are going to be straight up assassins. They are not. Okay, they're going to attack slightly farther back. They're both going to make attacks. Let's see how they do. So we will call them Bandit number 1 and Bandit number 2. Okay. See, I get in a hurry. I always forget something. What have I forgotten? I've forgotten my dice. Be right back. Let me, Here, let's look at a map of Elvavik. Okay, so this is going to be 2 attacks against Kolbrow with her evasion of 8. Let's roll them both at the same time. Alright, so that 3, going with a +3 is 6, so that 3 will miss. But that 11 will definitely hit. And having hit, our bandit will roll damage. They roll 3d8 physical damage. There's 2d8 for 11. One more d8. That will be 15 damage. Kolbrow is going to burn 1, 2, 3, 4 armor slots to avoid taking any damage. Then she is going to... So those were those 2. Okay, so hold on. So that spends my 2 action tokens. We have the 2 bandits, we have Kolbrow. Ursula is up here, she can fly. Auriane is up here, she cannot fly. So, this bandit is still up here. They were attempting to disarm and capture that bandit. So now it is back to the players. So let's see, what are Kolbrow's options here? She is not in melee range of anyone. She is out of hope. She cannot cast Mist again. So I think she's going to hold off, and we're going to have Ursula make a move. So Ursula is going to go ahead and fly down from here, take a position here. She will use her axe, I think. Ursula, let's see. Yeah, so she is going to use her spirit weapon. She's going to send her hallowed axe as an attack to an enemy in close range and have it return to her. So she's going to make an attack roll against bandit number 1. So let's see how that goes for her. Red is fear. Blue is hope. Their difficulty is 14. So that is a roll with hope. It is a 13 plus what she gets for her axe, which is plus 2, 13, 14, 15 with hope. That will hit. So, out of nowhere, these two bandits show up. They both fling knives at Colbrow. She manages to deflect them with her. She's magical, so she's basically casting shield for herself and deflecting these off, although it does mark down a lot of her armor. And then immediately this large gold and green fairy, mostly insectoid, partially human, lands in front of her, immediately throws an axe. The axe strikes one of the bandits and returns to her hand. And she will do 2d10 plus 1 worth of physical damage. So let's get a couple of d10s here. Wow, that's a good hit. That is 19 plus 1. That is 20 physical damage. So 20 physical damage. These guys, that is past their severe thresholds. One of these guys will immediately take 3 hit points. And that will be where her turn will be. Her axe returning to her and rolling with hope. She will attempt. Oh, one thing we should do here. Let's not forget. We will put action down for Ursula. And we'll roll. One second, let me try to stop that from shaking. That is a 9, 10, 11 with hope. So she gets a hope, which is nice, but she misses, and our bandits will go again. They will again make their attacks on Colbrow. So that is a 5 plus 3 is an 8. Colbrow's evasion is an 8. So that one will hit. 12 plus 3 is 15. That one will hit. They both do 2d8 of damage. Actually, they do 3d8 of damage. Plus 1. So that is 9. That is 15 damage for the first attack. And for that attack, Ursula will spend a stress to take that damage. That will be a major wound for her, except that she will spend... no, she'd have to spend 2 armor to drop that. She's just going to take the hit points. So immediately she comes down, she throws her axe, hits, throws her axe, misses. The axe returns to her hand immediately. She sees a knife coming in, dodges in front of it to take the hit for Colbrow. And then another hit comes in for another 9, 10 points of damage. She will spend another stress to take that hit. We'll spend an armor to reduce it to a minor hit. And that is, I have used both of my action tokens. In the meantime, I will say that Auriane, now having had some things transpire, has had time to climb down from the tower and is at some range from these bad guys. Auriane does not have anything that goes to long range. But I think that I will say that she has managed in the last round. No, she didn't have time to take an action. Her action is going to be to also move in front and provide cover for Cobra. So she's trying to protect her from being attacked. And that's all that she can do this turn. And that will cost her an action and an agility roll to see if she can actually manage to accomplish it. So that is a 9, that is a 10, that is an 11. Auriane's agility is +1, that's a 10. She does not, so she is still making her way there. That is a failure. Our bad guys get to go again. They're going to throw. This time one of them is going to take a shot directly at Ursula with advantage because she's vulnerable, because that weapon is poison. That's 16. It's going to be the hit. So Ursula comes down. Auriane is trying to make it, frantically climbs down the tower, tries to get out. Can't quite get there. In the meantime, the bandits have had a chance to throw again. They will go ahead and use that last action token to attack Ursula, doing their 3d8 of damage. That's 1, 9, 14. Do they get any pluses? I don't think they do. No, it's just 3d8, so that's 14. Ursula will mark another armor slot to drop that to 9 and take only 1 hit point. Not looking great. But play goes back to our players now. Auriane sees that one of these guys is doing very poorly. We'll move to close with them. So Auriane, managed to get down to about here. Then she manages to get, and this I'm going to say she's now within melee range of one of these guys. She will make an attack with her battle axe. So screaming loudly, she's going to come in and attack. And I'm going to say she is going to spend a hope on her There's Still Hope ability to +1 this, and it's +2 overall. Actually, that is not Auriane's ability. Auriane's is Bodyguard. She's going to do +2 on this, spending a hope. She will spend her hope. Yeah, that's correct. She will spend a hope on this, and here we go. All right. So there's a 15, 16, 17, 18, which will hit. Unfortunately, it will hit with fear. And this enemy will attempt... What will they attempt to do? Well, first they're going to take some damage. That's step 1. They're going to take some damage. How much damage are they going to take? They're going to take 2d10 +6 damage. Okay. So that is 5 +6 is 11. This guy is the one that was more hurt or hurt at all. So on 11 damage, if that's past his major threshold, he will take 2 and is taken out of the fight. So 1 down. However, on that roll with fear, the other assassin will take a shot. I'm going to say he's trying to hit Colbrow at disadvantage. Because she's got partial cover. So that'll be a 4, 5, 6, 7. Colbrow's evasion is an 8. So that misses. And that is that assassin's turn. Ursula will hold her ground. She will make another attack using... Does this ability cost her anything? The returning weapon? No. Spirit weapon is just something she can do. It's just an ability that she has. So she will make an attack at this guy. Difficulty of 14. She's +2 on this roll. That is a 9, 10, 11 with fear. So with fear, she misses. So again, the axe comes out. It goes flying across. She manages to, the assassin manages to dodge out of the way and will again retaliate with another poisoned blade. He is still rolling at advantage against Ursula, who he will hit. Let's give that a second. Down. At advantage, that's a 12, 13, 14, 15. Ursula has a evasion of 7. And so with her evasion of 7, that will definitely hit for another 3d8 of damage. That's 8. That's 13. She will mark another armor to take only 1 hit point of stress off of that. And she will remain vulnerable. All attacks against her are at advantage. Now we go back to the players. Auriane is going to make an attempt to get in close and take her attack with her axe. So double-bladed axe coming in. Okay, so that doubles. With success, she does maximum damage. Her maximum damage is 2d10 plus 6, so that's 26, plus whatever I roll on 2d10s, which is 17. So, okay, 26 plus 17 is 36, plus 7 is 43. So she does 43 damage on this one hit. That is easily double the severe threshold. So this particular assassin will take 4 damage. And having taken 4 damage, that's it for them. They go down. And she clears a stress, which she doesn't have any. She gains a hope, which is nice. And I have no fear, so I can't add any enemies. They will gather and circle back around Cobra. And our 2 extra enemies have been defeated. Okay. All right, well, I only have like 7 more minutes to go here, so what shall we do? So with that, we have ended the scene. I'm going to make a chaos roll. I think our chaos level here is like an 8, because things seem to be happening a lot. An 8 is a D12. Six. Conjuration, create something in the scene. What can I create in the scene? I think we're doing okay. We've been rolling with hope. So what I'm going to create in the scene is the soldiers of Colbrow's brother, whose name I have forgotten. Somebody Einar's son. Which Einar's son? We don't know. But that's who he is. And he will send some soldiers down. The soldiers will surround our group and start hustling them down to the docks. No. Okay. Let's roll for it. Let's let the dice decide. Our chaos level is quite high. It is, in fact, I think we just rolled a d12, so it's a level of 8. And the question is, do we think we should bail on heading down to the docks? So we're going to roll a d20. This is I think it's pretty likely that we should roll away from here. But so that's going to be a +8 to abandon this goal for the day. That is a 19. They are certainly going to insist. Her brother soldiers come around and they insist, no, you can't leave today. You've been injured. We have to back off. We have to make our way back to the castle. They begin making their way back to the castle. So there was this, possibly talking about sending some kind of a message or looking for extra soldiers or doing some investigating. So what that will mean is that since they're heading back to the castle, I am going to mark one of my countdowns. We are going to close for the day. So this was a short one. Thank you very much for participating and watching. It's been fun. And I will, if you should happen to enjoy the graphic design on there, you can find this shirt at etsy.com/solidsoftdesign, as indicated right there. And until I see you again, and until next week, keep rolling.